Howdy. So I was recently sent this camera here from BENQ, the Ideacam S1 PRO. So I figured I would hook it up and maybe give it a try. Uh, I don't know much about cameras. I'm not a camera guy, but we'll see how it goes. See what's in here. So this is the instructions. It looks like. This don't look like it's too important. I guess this is the quick guide. Okay, it's telling us what's in there. It's got a little tripod with it. Looks like the camera can come off of the little stand there, like it's magnetic and can just lift off. That looks pretty cool. See what else they got here. That looks like some kind of extra lens there. Yeah, kind of macro lens or something. Let's look in the box here. Alright, so it's a little bit bigger than I was expecting, to tell you the truth. So there is the base. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty weighted. There is a little screw hole where I guess you want to, put it onto a tripod or something. You can pull out the camera here. Oh, let's pull this out. There's the little lens for it. I guess that's a cover. Oh yeah, a magnetic cover there. That's pretty cool. Okay, here's some kind of remote. I'm not quite sure what you can do with that. Looks pretty cool though. Got some batteries, USB port there. Okay, there is our camera. I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. So I'm not real sure how I'm gonna hook this up to use it. What I use right now is actually a phone that's got a special I got a special program on my computer that I'm able to use an old Android phone camera. It's a little bit better quality than the old cameras I used to have, but maybe this one will do better. Let me get this stuff out the way. So this is the camera. Pretty long cord here. And there's the base. So I guess that's how it would sit on the base, and that's where you can pull it off and you can just set it there. This is meant to like mount onto your monitor, I guess, if you're doing, you know, Skype or something, or whatever you young people use this today. I'm not going to use it for that. It's got a lock here too, so you can lock it. So I'm not going to use it like that. I'm actually going to have to put it onto a tripod. And there was a tripod in the picture, but I guess this actually doesn't come with a tripod, so I'll have to use one of my own. One thing that's kind of annoying me right now is the way that this wire is coming off of here. It's coming off at an angle that's just barely missing. It's just barely missing this, and it's kind of in the way of this too. I'm not sure why it's coming out there. It seems like it would be better to come out here. And, truthfully, it should have whatever this little, mounting terminal is called. I'm not sure I'm sure it's got its own name, but I'm not sure what that is. It should have one of those on the camera itself if it comes off like this. So then you don't even need to use the space. But anyway, I'm gonna update it because it has some firmware updates, and I don't want to mess with it until after I update it. And I'm gonna find out how I want to position it on my workspace here, and we're gonna do some jobs with it. I have a SIM module here that I am going to repair, and we're gonna see what kind of picture this camera has. I'm gonna pull this off here once we get started. Well, actually, you know what? I have a cover for it, so I can pull this off now. Put our little dust cover there. That's nice. And this is the magnifying glass. I see that fits. Does that fit like that or like that? Oh, it fits like that. Again, everything is magnetic, so it fits on there. It will stay. It's pretty weak magnets though, which I don't know. They should be a little bit stronger than what they are. Anyway, let me pause for a while and get set up. See how we're gonna use this guy. All right, so I've got it mounted up. Let me see if I can show it mounted up here. Yeah, there we go. So I have it mounted with this guy, this tripod just sitting on my equipment there. Let me point this. This is for this. Okay, here it is. So this is the Ideacam. This one. The other one is my overhead cam. Okay, I do really like the autofocus. That's pretty nice. I'm not sure if I like the angle. I'm just doing the angle for this video, but let's see. Let's see how it's going to do. I'm actually going to be repairing this VOLVO CEM module. Let's see what problems we got with it. Tell you the light is a little bit off with this. I don't know how I can change that. I guess this exposure. I'm not sure what that all the fancy camera lingo. This thing has a light on it. Let me see if the light helps. Nah, that light don't help. Too far away. Let me see if I can go into the filters and change it. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I have a lot of light on me right now, so I don't know why it looks so dark. Like I said, I'm not a camera guy, so if it doesn't work right out the box, like with a nice picture, then I don't really know what to do. Let me see if I can just add some more light for this. It might be because where I have it. So yeah, that didn't help much, did it? All right, well, let's just keep going here. Because I got to get this thing fixed. I can't be playing around with the camera the whole night. So this module is in because it says that circuit for fuse F15, which powers the BCM, and brake control module is faulty. When the key is in the on position, it has power, but as soon as you run the engine, it goes dead. And when it goes dead, you can't communicate with the BCM or the ABS because obviously they got no power. If you power the BCM separate, everything works good. And this says there's other problems where sometimes the immobilizer doesn't recognize the key. And the clock on the cluster shows dashes. So I'm not sure if the intermittent immobilizer issue is going to be from the SIM. That actually end up the dashes on the cluster. I mean, it's possible that it's losing connection and cutting off. That might explain the dashes. I don't know Volvos really well, but I know on some other models that when you see the dashes on the odometer, that means that one of the modules that verifies the odometer is not communicating with the other one. Like I use Fords for example because that's one that I know does it. The older Fords, when the instrument cluster, say like on like a 2001 Mustang, when the instrument cluster is not communicating with the PCM, which both contain the mileage, then it won't display the mileage. It just displays dashes. So I'm gonna use that knowledge as a reference to this to say that the instrument cluster is probably not communicating with maybe this guy. But let's go ahead and get this guy repaired. Now, already I see something popping up here. Okay, we see we have a burn trace there coming from this relay. Guess that didn't really want to focus there for me. Let's finish taking this apart. All right, there that is. So here is the bad relay. Don't really see anything else, and nothing bad on this side. So let's see where this goes. Okay. I'll bet you that's our only problem. So let me pull that guy off of there real quick. Okay, so this is pretty much a tight fit through here. So I think I'm just gonna pull this up since it's broken, and just gonna run it from the other side. So we just pull that off there. Okay, let's pull this one up. Just gonna cut it off. Okay, I'm just gonna mark it right here so I know which one. So we need that one to go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so we're just going to take and run a jumper from here to number 10. Okay, so this relay here, I don't know if it's bad or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and just replace it with a new one. I have quite a few of those relays that were pretty common. Okay, so I'm gonna solder this guy back in first, and then we will add the jumper. All right. So we have to go from number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And then we're just gonna come around here like this. Make it a little long there, so don't have to worry about, too much stress on it. I'm gonna try to round it just a little bit. It doesn't look very good. Gonna add a little conformal coating. Just gonna help kind of hold it in place. And that's pretty much it. Add a little bit on this side as well. Okay, now we gotta figure out how to get this guy back together. pretty sure we start with this piece like that. I'm gonna make sure this little connector is clipped in. I feel like it should be clipped now. Okay, it is. And then it was this one. Okay. Okay, and then it was this big guy here. And I'm pretty sure that's the only problem that this is having. This is very difficult to test just because it's a lot to it. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to have the gentleman, the customer, test it to see if that fixes the problem. I'm pretty sure that was the issue with the fuse not getting power. I mean, that's pretty obvious.